What's up, YouTube? We are back. We're back at Lucky Acres. The snow is melted. Yep. What's up, Allie? No, this is not Dutch Bros. We do not have a Dutch Bros in the area. You're behind on the videos. Come on now. I've been moving quick. I've been posting regularly. Try to post at least something every day. We're up here at least every other day. That's why the timeline's a little delayed. It's because we're not here every day. We're only here every other day. So yes, it is day 32 here at Lucky Acres, but it's actually been maybe 2 or 3 months since we bought the property. What's up, Roger? Jaybird. Lady Lucky has a box of Christmas decorations behind me.
Hey guys, only give this to her when you're ready for him to die.
Uh-oh.
He does not quit.
How's it going? It's going good. What's up, Scotty? What's up, Marty? Oh, you're at day 28. You're not that far behind, Allie. I know. I can't imagine how tough it would be with kids.
I did it, girl.
Props to you for being a mom. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I don't know what all the holidays are at this time, but whatever you celebrate,
To all of them,
I wish the best for you and your families.
let them be happy. Hi, Mama.
Yeah, I think we're going to get the tiny house ready to start decorating. I know we don't have sheetrock up yet, but either today or on Thursday, tomorrow, we're going to go up into the mountains before it snows again. We're going to get our Christmas tree. We're going to come back here, decorate it, put up some lights. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we might do a Christmas live stream up here. I need to get a wind turbine. I know. The solar panels are working great right now. The battery's fully charged. We were gone for a day. We left with like 60% battery. We came back and the batteries were charged. So our system right now is perfect. I don't see us killing a battery in like a weekend. I think the battery will last us a good solid week. So right now we're doing good. A wind turbine would definitely supplement us when it's cloudy, when the weather's bad, or when the solar system's acting up. But I have not gotten contacted by a wind turbine company. I'm hoping to get a sponsorship because I can't really afford to purchase one right now. They're like $300-400 for a cheap one and like $1,200 for a nicer one. It is a nice day. It's windy again, of course. That's why I'm sitting inside of the tiny house and not out there. As soon as I go out there, the audio quality gets pretty bad. But I'm actually preparing myself right now to do a podcast, first ever podcast. Haven't really talked about it much. I did mention it the other day on the live stream, and I said how nervous I was to do it and how I've been putting it off. But I'm finally going to commit to it. A guy by the name of Gilligan Matt wants me to be on his pod. He's pretty big on Facebook. He's got like 200,000 subs on Facebook. And he's trying to grow his YouTube channel, just like I am. So we're going to do this podcast together, talk about some stuff, and see if we can help each other's channels out. Yeah, not really confident going into this podcast. I've really been second guessing myself. I left Gilligan on red for like 2 weeks because I was too nervous to message him back pretty much. But yeah, I finally decided, what am I doing? I have a channel here. There's no reason for me to be shy. I want to talk to you guys. I want to tell you all this. I want to tell our life story. So what better way to start than with another creator, doing a collaboration and doing it on a podcast. It should be fun. Yeah, I'm doing the podcast. I'm doing it today. He's actually getting ready. I'm waiting for him to get the studio set up. So as soon as he's ready, he's going to send me a text. I'll end this live stream and then we'll do the pod. Daniel trying to get me to do push-ups again. I like it. I like the challenge. I'm up for it. You know, usually I'm the one making the subscriber like challenges for the audience, and then you guys have to meet them. But now it's a challenge for me, and I'm going to have to meet your requirements. What's up, Nicole? How you doing? Nicole has been hard at work this week. some things were said on channels, and a lot of hate has been passed around, mostly at me. And Nicole has been a trooper in keeping all that at bay. So thank you, Nicole. You're all gonna go watch the live. I mean the podcast. Oh, that makes me nervous. That'd be cool though. I'm excited. I've never been questioned in a podcast type format before. So we're gonna talk about a lot of things that we've probably never discussed on the channel. It should be fun. What's the holdup on getting drywall up and finishing out? Okay, so right now the holdup is I need to do the electric first, and it's just not a big priority for me. I know a lot of people are kind of wondering, how come it's taking you so long? How come you don't have this finished, and how come you're not living in it already? And it's because we don't have to. We're not in the biggest rush in the world. We have a house in town. We're pretty comfortable. It would actually be counterproductive for us to be living out here right now, this second, because of everything that we have going on in town with our animals, our house, our families, with the holidays, traveling. It is nice to be able to come up here so much, though, and we do want to live up here. We do want to finish the tiny house and start living in it and all that good stuff. But we can't put up drywall and insulation until we do the electrical. I didn't have the drill bits and everything to run my electrical. Also, wire, extremely expensive right now. So it cost me a couple $100 in just wire alone to get it all wired up. And I can't do drywall unless I do the wire and the electrical and all that stuff. So there's just things, mostly money and time, that are kind of slowing the progress on the tiny house. But slowly but surely, if you guys just be a little patient, I promise things will get done in a timely manner, and we'll be moving in sooner than later. Love the country look. Jacket is fire. Thank you. Back to my old dressing ways. I used to dress like this all the time, and then I stopped building the cabin out in the woods, and we stopped living in the school bus, and then I turned golfer on you guys, and I was wearing slacks and golf polos primarily for everything. Even up here I would wear my golf polos. But yeah, not anymore. We're back to being cold. We're back to living off grid, doing dirty work. So bringing out all the dirty clothes once again. Pink fuzzy stuff? No, brown fuzzy stuff. We're using a different type of insulation. It still is like fiberglass, but it's not as itchy. Where's the podcast going to be? I think it's going to be on Gilligan Matt's Facebook page. If you want to go check it out, his name is Gilligan Matt on Facebook. He does have a YouTube channel. He just started it. He's trying to grow it. So that's what the whole point of the podcast is to help each other grow each other's channels. You like the mudroom idea? Thank you. And yes, we are doing the podcast today. You got no Facebooker. Don't worry. I will ask him if he's going to post the pod on YouTube as well. He likely will post the pod on YouTube on his channel. And if he doesn't, I'll post it on my channel. That way you guys can see it. Because I know a lot of people don't use Facebook, myself included. He told me that I should be using Facebook a lot more. That it's a good platform to gain followers, subscribers, and you can also monetize on Facebook to help fund the page. Same for Instagram. You can grow your following really quickly on Instagram, but I'm not really interested in quick growth. I don't want to grow this page overnight. I don't want a spontaneous explosion of new people, because I like to meet every single person as they join the page. I like to introduce myself. I like to welcome them. I like to chat with everybody and build relationships with all the subscribers, because that's what this whole community is all about. It's a community, and a lot of creators either don't realize that or they take it for granted. They just post videos. They never reply to the comments. They never thank their subscribers. It's a very one-sided conversation with a lot of content creators nowadays, and that's the last thing I want to do. I want to have a good relationship with you guys. You guys are here dedicating your time to watch my page, so I want to dedicate my time back and give you that full community experience. Do I get nervous when I set up for a stream. Yes, I get nervous when I set up for stream. I get nervous when I arrive to the property because I know I have to film content. And yeah, it's stressful. It's tough. It's not something that I saw myself doing ever. If you would have asked myself 2 years ago or 3 years ago if I would be making social media content, I would have laughed in your face and said, yeah, not a chance in the world, no way. I don't even like talking on the phone to my family and friends. I hardly talk to my family and friends, which is not right of me. I need to get better at that, and I hope that the page helps me do that. Michael, no, I cannot give a shout out to your friend because he has a pretty vulgar name. Shout out to Michael's friend Harry. I can't pronounce his last name though. Can I explain my channel name? You're confused. Yes, so my nickname to most people is Lucky. A lot of people call me Lucky. The name is an actual irony. It's completely ironic because I'm not that lucky of a person. I feel like I get myself into so many dodgy situations that when I luckily get myself out of them, then it looks like I'm the luckiest guy in the world, you know, and it's far from it. I'm a firm believer in you create your own luck, and you do that by being a good person and spreading positivity out in the world. And when you do that, positivity radiates back to you, and that's all luck is. It's just a transfer of positive energy between one person and another. So yeah, that's where my name came from. It was my nickname. And then back 2 years ago when we were building the first log cabin with Will, we were doing the Will Survives collaboration. Will is the person that kind of convinced me to start a YouTube channel. I didn't really have a name. I was actually the lucky golfer at the time on TikTok. That's all the social media I did. I was doing golf content, and I was doing really well in the golf content section. I had a lot of sponsors. I was getting invited to big events all across the country. My page had like 70,000 subs on TikTok. And so, yeah, I did have a name for myself. It was the Lucky name, but it was just under a different genre. It wasn't in the off-grid genre. So yeah, Will convinced me to do a YouTube page. We sat for a few days up at the cabins and brainstormed ideas and names for the page, and Lucky Thrives just had that ring to it, you know. It sounded perfect. It was it went really well with what we were doing is the best way to describe it. So that's where the name came from. Try not to miss any chats. I'm going back into the chat to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Got plenty of time. We're young and we have the world by the balls. I don't know about that. Just like you said, we're young and there's still a lot that we need to experience and a lot that we need to learn. And we're trying to do so as efficiently as possible. Just ask Lady Lucky, don't be scared. Ask her what? What do I ask her? Do I use Will's poop bucket now? No, I disposed of it the right way, the legal way. I took it to the landfill and they had a designated area for stuff like that. So yeah, I had to go on a serious mission to dispose of that bucket, but it's done. It's a relic. I should have auctioned it off. I bet some creep on the internet would have bought it for a good chunk of change. You're glad I made the YouTube page. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you guys are here. I wouldn't have continued with the YouTube page if it weren't for this amazing community. You are definitely the reason I stuck around. There was a time when I was getting death threats and hate mail for people's ignorance, and they didn't know what was going on. They thought I had kicked Will off the land, which was not true, by the way. Completely false in every sense of the situation. But people, they like to blow things out of proportion and make their own assumptions. And I got a lot of hate for it, and it got really scary for a while, and I left the YouTube page for a long time, and then I started getting hate for leaving the YouTube page. So yeah, we were just putting our own safety and our own mental health above the YouTube page, and I'm sorry for doing that. I shouldn't have never left the way I did. But we're back, and I'm not going to do that again to you guys. And now our pages, my page is completely isolated from Will's, 100%. All of the people that don't like me from Will's page have finally left. So there's no more holding that against me. No more saying that my success is only because of Will's name, which I love. I don't feel like anyone's success should be tied to anyone else. So now that we are completely isolated and doing our own thing, we can do this the right way, the proper way. We can build relationships with the subscribers and everybody in the community. And yeah, let's just move past that, you guys. I'll talk about everything in detail in the future. Now's not the time to do so. Why am I so obsessed with poop? Oh, you're talking to someone else. Marty. What's up, Marty? Who's that behind me? Lady Lucky? Was she back there? Yeah, Lady Lucky is cleaning up the yard right now. She's getting ready to decorate for Christmas. We're going to decorate the property this year. Start a new tradition of cultivating a Christmas tree from our mountain. We're going to do that once a year. Stick it in the tiny house, put up the lights, put a couple gifts here for the animals, maybe something for the neighbor because he's been such an amazing neighbor. And have ourselves a lucky Christmas. A man walked by. I don't know. Wasn't Will or Jesse. I can tell you that much. Look at the chemtrails. Yeah, there's a bunch of those over here. A lot of chemtrails. Mr. P, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Sharky, what's up? David, nice to see you. Do we have Franklin with us? No, we had a full truck, but I have the deer head in the back of the Jeep. We have to drive the Jeep up here now, which sucks. I don't like to abuse our Jeep. It's our only reliable vehicle. The insurance totaled the Colorado, and it's sitting in some tow yard right now. It's really sad. Get some land in Colorado next. Oh man, last year when we were looking for property before we bought this, I almost had this killer deal with a guy in Colorado that bought an entire subdivision of property. I think he owned like 100 and something lots in southern Colorado. It was in the mountains. It was a beautiful area. And he wanted to do a collab with me where I'd go up there, he would give me a piece of property to develop, and I would just low-key kind of spread the name of his subdivision in my videos and promote his area and help him sell those lots. And in return, he was going to compensate me, give me a percentage, and I was going to get free land out of it. Sounded like an awesome deal. I wanted to do it so bad, but it was just too big of a commitment for us. We would have had to move to Colorado. And yeah, we weren't trying to very far. We loved our house in town, our jobs, and everything else. So I wonder if that's still on the table. And if it's not, that's something that we would want to do in the future. Just buy like 150-acre parcel, subdivide it, and sell small blocks to people, small lots to people that wanted to live this type of life. If they needed help, I can step in and help them get started. If they couldn't do anything completely, like a lot of you can't because of health issues or whatever, then I would go and I would build a small tiny house like this for you to live your dreams without having to actually do the hard work, you know? So it is something that I've always wanted to do, provide an area like that for people to live their dreams of off-grid living and homesteading without having to do a lot of the tough work, expensive stuff, annoying stuff, stressful stuff, you know? Yeah, I don't eat my animals, not yet. We're gonna breed rabbits for this property eventually. We're gonna have a bunch of rabbits running around. And those we will probably euthanize for food when the time comes, but it's gonna be hard. It's definitely gonna be hard for us. We tried to eat some of our chickens. We bought meat chickens a few years back for the intention of having our own meat. And even though they were giant, fat, and ugly, and we knew they weren't gonna live happy, healthy lives, because after 6 months, meat chickens get so heavy that they can't walk anymore, and you have to euthanize them within 6 months. Yeah, even though we knew that the chickens weren't gonna live happy lives, it was still hard for us to terminate those lives early, you know. So it is something that we're gonna have to learn and get comfortable with if we want to run a successful homestead. But right now, it is something that we struggle with for sure. Are we gonna buy a new truck with the insurance money? It depends on what the insurance is gonna give us. I don't know how much they're gonna give us. Bupkis. Yeah, that's enough, dude. We get it. It was funny. Disgusting, funny. But I think we've all moved on from the bucket. So let's just not talk about the bucket anymore. You see the vision. Yes, thank you. I'm glad. A lot of you do see the vision. Some of you don't. Some of you see my videos and see the tiny house behind me and have so much to say about its design and the way it looks and the way it's gonna hold up in the future. Well, you guys didn't build it. You don't know how it's gonna last. You probably have never built anything in your lives, so you don't really have a comparison to go off of. You don't have a basis for your claims. And I built this. I built a lot of things in my life. None of them have failed so far. I have all the confidence in the world in my tiny house, and it's not finished. It's nowhere near finished. It's gonna be so nice once it's done. And I promise it won't look incomplete the way it does right now. I get where you're coming from. I know it doesn't look finished. I know it looks like 2 shipping containers stacked on top of each other, or whatever you want to call it. That's because it is. It is. Soon though, the vision will start coming together a little bit more. P.O. Box for the viewers. Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. We used to do P.O. Box Fridays, Friday fan mail. And every week I would go on Friday to check the P.O. Box and get all the mail. So I figured it would be fitting to open up the P.O. Box on a P.O. Box Friday. So I think tomorrow's Friday, right? No, tomorrow's actually Thursday. My days are mixed up. So maybe I open the P.O. Box tomorrow and then release the video Friday for you guys. But it is happening this week. I do want to get it open before Christmas because I know a lot of you want to send Christmas cards and stuff like that. And I don't want to deprive you of that. So yeah, I'm trying to get the P.O. Box before Christmas time. You need to build a tiny house at your dad's property. You can't do it. Exactly. That's what I was just saying. That's why I want to buy a bunch of land and develop small properties, small tiny houses for people that can't do it. That's exactly the reason why. There's a lot of people out there that would love to live this lifestyle and they just physically, emotionally, or mentally can't for whatever reason. And you shouldn't be deprived of this type of lifestyle because of some physical ailment or something that happened in your life. I feel like everybody should have the opportunity to at least try this lifestyle, and I want to make that possible however I can. Right now, this channel is my way of doing so. It's my way of introducing this lifestyle to people and proving that it could be done on limited to no income without any experience. Because that's exactly what we did. We started this life as 2 broke college kids with no money and no idea how to buy land, invest in anything at all. And every step that we've taken has been a learning experience and has helped us grow our resume. And it just makes the next purchase even that much easier. 15 likes until 50. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do some push-ups today. I'm gonna do push-ups. This is gonna be a 30-minute live stream because I have to get off and get ready for the podcast. It's almost time. So that's another reason why I'm doing this live stream. I'm kind of trying to wet my whistle and get the jitters out, you know, because I'm about to do my first ever podcast. Did we ever use the garden sun yet? Yes, we did. Man, I should have posted it. It's actually installed right now at this very moment at our house. We used it last year at our garden at home. We use it to protect all the plants that we brought from the cabin spot last time. We brought them all to our house in town. And then we protected them with the netting last year. We folded it up, kept it in a box, and we're using it again this year. And it worked phenomenally. Kept the snow off the plants, kept them alive through the winter. They didn't freeze or die. So yeah, thank you so much for that stuff. I know it was sun netting, but it actually worked really well for the wintertime. I'll try and put a picture later, or the next time I do a live stream at my house, remind me, and I'll show you how we have it installed. Yeah, I used everything that you guys sent to the P.O. box, and I appreciated every single item. I tried to make videos thanking you guys every time we did get something, and I tried to make a video of us utilizing it at the property because that was the whole intention of opening the P.O. box. We're not doing it to receive free stuff or anything like that. It's more just to bring the community together. People like to feel like they're part of the story, and you should feel that way because you are part of the story and you are very important to what we're doing here. So the P.O. box is just another method of kind of reinforcing that and instilling that into the page. Are we gonna get some rocking chairs for the front porch? Absolutely. Yes, I will definitely review the peppers that you send, and I will show you how to make that cowboy candy when we grill the peppers. Where is the podcast? It's going to be on Facebook, I believe. It might be on his YouTube channel, but he's big on Facebook, so that's where his primary audience is. As soon as I find out, I'll let you know. Are we both going to be on the podcast? I don't know. I'll ask her if she wants to pop in. She might just pop in on her own. She has the invitation. It's all up to her. I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't, though, because she's even more nervous than I am. Who's that? Dill, what's up? Oh, no, thank you, Nicole. Thank you for regulating. I love that you give people enough time to kind of come to their senses and not be disrespectful in the chat. You don't just flat out put people in timeout or ban them, which is exactly how I am. I'm not gonna just ban. I'm not the person to go through all my comments and delete comments. I don't think I've deleted a comment since the day Will left. And I only had to delete a few because they were just outright disrespectful. It did not need to be on the page whatsoever. But if there's comments saying something about what went down, or even comments talking crap about how I'm building stuff and just anything in general, I typically leave them on there because everyone has a right to their own opinion. And sometimes those hate comments have a lot of truth to them, especially the ones dissing the way I'm building this building. You guys are absolutely right. I built it incorrectly. I did a lot of things wrong. It was intentional, but even though it was intentional, I shouldn't have done it. It was a very dumb move on my part. Yeah, Nicole's an amazing mod. I don't know what I'd do without her. Thank you, Nicole. I try and tell you as much as I can. I hope you know how much you're appreciated. And I'm excited to craft your subscription box. You're a member. I know Nicole's got to be a member. But even if she wasn't a member, she'd be getting a box because she's been such a key asset to this channel. She's played a huge part in the development of our YouTube page. So yeah, thank you, Nicole. You deserve way more credit than you get. And the fact that you mod for Will and a bunch of other people is phenomenal. I mean, I have trouble even keeping up with my own page. I don't know how you do it across so many other pages. Yeah, I knew you were a member. I don't know why I even doubted it for a second. Thank you. And to all the members, I think we finally hit our 10 member mark. You guys, thank you so much. It's really not necessary. I don't do this for money. I'm not here trying to make $1 million on YouTube. I'm here spreading our story, trying to inspire people to get up and do what you want to do in life, to live this life, if this is what you want. I want to show people that this is possible, and I want to teach people the right way to do this so that you don't have land issues like we've had. We've lost a property in the past due to buying it incorrectly. You guys know all about that. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone. And when Will was trying to buy this property, yeah, I did have some pretty strict rules about how the purchase was going to go down, because I needed it to be 100% legal. I needed the process to be done correctly. I did not want Will to get screwed out of a deal. I did not want us to get screwed out of a deal. So I wanted this deal to be foolproof. I mean, lawyers involved, contracts written and signed, everything done the way it's supposed to be done, because taking somebody's word for it or doing a handshake deal with land almost always ends up bad. And I did not want that. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that the sale was going to go through exactly how it needed to go through legally. And Will was not about that. He did not want to do things the right way. He didn't have any money at all, no money whatsoever to pay for the land. And it just wasn't going to happen. So he decided West Virginia's probably got better opportunity for me. Gonna have to change the land's name to Windy Acres. I know, it is crazy windy out there. Can you guys see the wind? I'm really glad we have the tiny house now to get out of the wind. Oh, you bought your home and not the land? How do you do that? That's tough. That's a tricky situation right there. I don't know if I would ever do that. How do you move your house once you... Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, buying property is ridiculous. You said you had to pay 45% over what you thought. That's what happened here. We agreed and had contracts that we were going to buy this place for $100,000 cash, but after property insurance and closing costs and realtor fees, and I mean, there were so many fees and so many things that blindsided us after the sale was done, that it was actually close to $120,000, which was another thing Will was upset about. His purchase price went from 50 to 60, just like ours did. We were expecting to pay 50K, and our number went up to 60, and then all of a sudden our number went from 60 to 120K cash out of our bank, and it was literally every penny we had. And it was scary. It was the scariest thing I've ever done in my entire life, to put my life savings up for a piece of property I knew nothing about, had done no research on. But we did it. We bought it. We emptied our bank account. We turned it into this 13-acre piece of land, and we have no regrets. We absolutely love this place. I don't think we're ever going to sell it. We pretty much kissed our life savings goodbye so that we can enjoy that view out there for the rest of our lives. I think it was a pretty fair trade. Money in the bank is not equally as valuable as this view and the opportunities that we have here with this land. Drinking coffee or tea? It's coffee, and it's coffee that I made myself. I was gonna mention this earlier. There's no Dutch Bros in our area. I didn't go to Dutch Bros this morning. I actually, whenever we do go to Dutch Bros, I buy water cups. I ask for a few extra cups because for some reason coffee just hits different in one of these cups. I do the same at Starbucks. So I get the water cups, I bring them home, I wash them, and I save them. And when I make a coffee, I make it in one of these. It tastes better. I feel like I'm drinking a $7 coffee, and it makes me feel better. And I didn't have to spend $7 for the coffee. So it's just a little mental game that I play with myself. I do this all the time with so many different things, and they're just little tricks that I play in my mind to help me save money and stretch the dollar as much as I possibly can. All right, it's been 30 minutes. We just hit the 50 like mark. I'm gonna do my 10 push-ups and then I'm gonna end this live because Gilligan Matt's probably waiting for me. Oh, sorry, I moved the tripod. Things got crazy. I don't know if I can read the chat today. Oh, you know what? I can read the chat. Let me take you off the tripod. Put you down here. All right, you guys said 10, but I always do 11. And the reason I do 11 is because as a human being, I was taught to always go 110%. Never give 100%. 100% is not enough. You give 110%. And that's why we do 11 push-ups, not 10. And I lost count, so I don't know what I'm at. Probably do a couple extra just to be safe. Let's go 2 more. Chest on the ground. All right. Yeah, it's funny though. I get wobbly on that 11th one. We can do 10, no problem. But that 11th one, it gets me every time. I know, most people do push-ups the wrong way. And it bugs the crap out of me too. And that's why I try to perfect my push-up form. I always do things correctly. I don't like to lift weights. I never go into the weight room. I don't know, it's just childhood trauma maybe. I was forced to do weight room at 4 in the morning every day of my young adult life. It was a forceful thing too. I didn't want to be there. And I think that kind of put a bad taste of the weight room in my mouth. So I don't do weight room. I don't do weights. I don't work out. I do farm fit. This is what keeps me young and healthy. But I should start doing the 100 push-ups a day thing. Yeah, I really should. I used to do that. And I used to do that because I hated the weight room. I would do anything to not have to go to the weight room, to the gym. Yeah, 200 a day is easy. 100 a day was easy. You just have to break it up into sections. I would do like 20, 30, sometimes 40 or 50 push-up sessions. Wait a couple hours, come back at lunchtime, do some more. And by the end of the day, I was 150, 200 push-ups. All right, guys, I'm going to end this live stream. Thank you for watching. I might do another one later after the podcast. We'll see. Probably not going to get anything done here at Lucky Acres today. I don't have a plan. Maybe later on after the pod and after we do another live stream, I'll tinker inside the tiny house, do some electric, get ready to put insulation up. That way we can have a nice warm tiny house when that cold weather comes back. Yeah, you guys stay happy, stay healthy, stay lucky, and we'll see you soon. I might do another live stream today, so keep those notifications on. I'm also going to drop a members only video tonight. I know a lot of you were expecting the sequel to my video last time, the video we dropped yesterday. I said I was going to do a lot of talking about our story and about our life, but I want to release that video to the members first. I feel like they deserve to hear it first. Not that they deserve to hear it first, but the main reason why I'm not releasing it to the public right away and I'm doing it members only is honestly because I'm kind of shy about the video I made. It's the first time that I just stand in front of a camera and talk about myself, you know, and I was a little shy about it. I still don't know about the video. I don't know if you guys would like it or not. So I'm going to give it to the members first and let them decide if I should release it publicly. So members only video probably tonight. I have another good video for you guys, probably the deer processing video. I'll release all of the footage from me hitting the deer and everything. That'll be tomorrow. And then whatever we do today, I might release it Friday. I got a lot of videos coming for you guys very soon. All right. Have a good evening. We will see you later. Peace.